Last time on Dice Funk.
Lonigan's head, its vision fixes on Anne. He says, I have found you at last.
Okay, the three pieces of this puzzle right now are the fang, the orb, and the umbilical cord. We have to figure out a way to combine them to make this stop.
Lonigan whispers to you, you think your god will save you? Who do you think my patron is? Erlin shouts out, who needs to go? Choose a target.
Rinaldo cranes his neck at Firo.
Anne's gonna ride Jane Jr. by Allana so she can grab the knife. I don't know if that's helpful, but now you have it.
Well, then I run up as far as I can to the cord, and I try to cut it open with my, mighty power.
Your sword chips.
If you serve Avandra, then aren't we on the same side?
I don't serve Avandra. Avandra proffers me.
Proffer this. And she shoots him in the face with a guiding bolt.
Fight, 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 fight.
Is that literally all you're gonna say?
Pretty much. I think that's really all that needs to be said.
That's true.
Let's just get right back into it.
Okay.
Come to the graveyard at midnight if you want an ass kicking.
I don't know what that's a reference to, but I like it.
Oh, you've never seen that ass kicking meme?
No, I don't know what that means, but okay.
Okay.
It sounds awesome. As memes go. I'm ready.
Yeah, so last we played, the Akamorians had surrounded Erlin, Allana, and Rinaldo were over by the gravestone where the cord was coming out, and Lonigan was chasing me, and I was on a moose.
Yay, moose.
Now I can't find fucking Firo.
I feel like if he can't find Firo's sheet, that means she can't do anything.
She just drops dead.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
just that. No, you know what kills her? That fucking Erlin just drop kicks her into oblivion.
I'd be cool with that.
That's how heart attacks work in the D&D world, is if your character sheet gets lost.
I found it.
Oh.
All right. So we'll begin. Beginning of the 5th round, this will be an attack. Erlin, who is still doubled over in pain, seemingly connected to a moist meatball in whose bag? Who's got the meatball?
I have the Orb of Gorfanax.
All right. So he reaches up and attempts to grab at one of the guards attacking him.
Johnny's going through complex calculations to attack one of his characters to another of his own characters. Two NPCs are fighting right now, and it's hilarious.
So that means it's proficiency plus intelligence then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It sure is, Johnny.
Okay, well,
You
it doesn't really matter because he
crit
botches. So, in so much pain, Erlin just looks like he's kind of grasping around at straws.
Erlin had a plus 12 to that. He's like Gandalf when he jabbed himself in the eye with his stick.
Oh god, that's terrible. That's a bad metaphor.
That's higher than a player character can reach. The most a player character can get is +5 to an ability, +6 proficiency, so +11. Like, he is on another plane. He's at, like, epic levels, and he's getting thrashed.
Okay, so moving next to Firo here. Firo goes to attack Erlin. Misses.
Yeah, Johnny rolls 18. That means Erlin must have crazy high AC then. All right.
Is he secretly ripped, too?
He's 600 years old, and he didn't get there just by accident.
I feel like he's so old that his whole body is just so calloused that it's just like all this awesome armor. But yeah, all right, good. Erlin is not hurt. Next.
Okay, so next is Lonigan, and as I recall, Lonigan is positioned right next to Jess. Is that right?
No, he was chasing me. We ran off. I'm going 60 feet per turn, and he's in pursuit.
Yeah.
Last you said he was 20 feet away from me, I think?
Okay.
Or no, he was before I moved.
All right.
I'm trying to kite him with a moose.
That's fantastic.
This is a good campaign.
You want to kick my ass? It might be easier.
I feel like Leon's callousness will get us all killed. That's probably true.
Yeah, I know my next 3 turns. I planned this shit out. So, I'm just going to jump right in it when it's my turn. If I'm still alive.
I feel like you say you've planned a lot of stuff out. You're like, oh, I have this great speech. You're like, oh, I'm going to do this. And like, it never comes to fruition.
Yeah, well, a lot of bad stuff happened last round. But I know that like we're down to the wire, so I planned a bunch of stuff to do.
We're down to the wire. Omar's coming.
Yeah.
All right, he moves towards you. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Anne.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh wait, no, hold on, not a Constitution. I'm reading the wrong one. Look, I'm sorry. Okay, you need to make a Dexterity saving throw.
15.
That's pretty good.
Damn.
Somebody
Botch.
botched again.
All right,
Botch.
that's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's one in the middle, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, still 2. So is that damage to you, Austin?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's 3d10 divided in half.
Even on a botch?
It would be 3d10 without a botch.
You shot a flare at Anne, but then it blew up in your face. Then that's what happens.
Oh no! A lightning bolt comes flying down from the sky.
I'm sorry.
And, and strikes very, very, very close to Anne.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, I took 7 damage. I'm at 33.
Okay. So now we have 4 guards who are all going to stab at Erlen. 2 of them hit.
Yeah.
Okay. A total of 12 damage to Erlen.
Just for our audience, one of them was rolling a 1 again.
Erlen's getting pig stuck. He's kind of unable to move. He looks like he's in too much pain to do it. Mm-hmm. And the guards are just making a sponge out of him.
Okay.
Putting as many holes in the guy as they could possibly manage. All right. Jess, it's Allana's turn.
I'm gonna cut the umbilical cord with the dagger.
All right, with the fang?
Yeah. 19. I don't have
Nice.
I don't know what the modifier is, so
It's attack with a dagger. It's basically the same as attacking with a dagger.
okay.
Okay, so that is a hit.
All right. What happens?
You may remember last episode, at one point in time, Leon attempted to cut the cord with his sword. Scored a pretty impressive hit, and his sword came away with a little nick in it. Well, in one fell swoop with the fang, Jess manages to completely sever the cord from Lonergan's back.
Shit.
Cool.
As a result,
Yeah.
we now have a new attacking presence
Oh
in between Leon and Austin.
no. Okay.
What does that mean? Use your words.
You're gonna have to explain.
So in one fell swoop, the cord is cut from Lonergan, and instead of kind of limply dropping to the ground, it retains its prehensile nature and actually begins to kind of whip about. It doesn't look as though it actually has any organs with which to see, but the way it behaves, it is kind of keenly aware. It seems to be, at least, keenly aware of things that are around it. After the cut, it kind of recoils away from Lonergan and sort of faces against Jess with its now kind of pus ooze dripping end. And seems to spring itself and looks as though it's ready to move. Lonergan, conversely, suddenly is stunned for a brief moment. He doesn't quite look as though he's in full control of his faculties. In fact, the arrow that was sort of protruding through 2 sides of his head. Wonderful fan art, by the way, Becky. Like, just primo. That might be my favorite I've ever seen. Suddenly begins to actually ooze blood from both ends that it's in. He kind of, his mouth sort of goes like open and close as if he's trying to say something, but no sound comes out. Erlen, on the other hand, stops screaming.
Oh, we did a good thing, I feel. Cool.
Oh, that's nice.
So, Leon, it is Rinaldo's turn.
Rinaldo gets on the horse because it's just been sitting there all of last episode, and I ride down Lonergan like I'm Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. Here's what I do. I take out my whip.
Okay, first of all.
No, not first of all.
Yeah.
I'm doing this,
Nah,
but okay.
First of all, okay?
Okay.
I'm not sure that, like, you can just mount as a bonus action.
It's not a bonus action. I ran over to it.
It costs half of your remaining movement.
That's fine. I'm on the horse.
I'm on a horse.
I'm on a horse, and I chase down Lonigan.
Okay, you're on a horse, and you start moving towards Lonigan.
The horse is fast. I should be able to get
But
near
you are
Lonigan.
not, and you got knocked clean away in the last attack round. You got thrown into a tree.
I feel like I should, but all right, you're the DM.
It's like you didn't get knocked right to the horse, okay? Let me put that.
Wait a minute. We don't know where the horse was. You never
I know where the
specified.
horse is, and I'm telling you it wasn't right fucking next to you. You can move to the horse and get on it, or you can fucking do something else.
I'm getting on the horse and getting on it, but you're toast next turn. You have no idea what I'm going to do to you. Austin, it's your turn then. You need to do something because we haven't done any damage to him yet.
And just for this round, I'm also the cord. The cord doesn't get a turn this round because it's kind of like just created. You guys are sort of all happening at the same time, practically. Mm-hmm. You know, like we don't wait turns. So it's like Leon, while you're doing this, Austin, while you're doing this, Jess is kind of cutting the cord, and then, yeah, so.
I'm going to Sacred Flame Lonigan and then move to range on him. So he has to save against 15 dex?
He does not.
Cool. Eat shit and die.
Alright, what's the damage on that? 13?
13 radiant.
13 radiant.
Does that mean he's glowing now?
It just means it's holy fire, so if he is weak to it, it does more. I don't know if he is.
No. I think I've already established here that there's a certain level of divinity that's going on here.
I think there's a certain level of lying bullshit. That's what I think.
I think there's a certain level of shut the hell up.
There's a certain level of, you want to go?
There's a certain level of come at me, bro.
Guys, all right, look. Let's all just stop pushing Johnny. Round over, I think.
All right. So next turn, Erlin, previously on his knees, manages to stand upright, and with a wave of his hand, Firo
gets sent back into her Pokeball.
Firo goes whipping across the ground and smacks into a tree, taking that's 2 for any number police out there. And Erlin kind of turns to the other guards and kind of begins to smolder a little bit. Not like he's, actually physically smoldering, but everybody on the combat field kind of like looks over for a second, and he just he strikes a pose, and everybody's like, whoa, that's some gravitas. That guy's about to fuck some shit up. Firo spends her turn getting up, yells to the guard, who are distracted by her sudden disappearance from the fray, keep attacking him, you fools, and moves back into the fight. Spends her turn doing that.
I'm picturing her like Rita Repulsa right now.
Oh my god, I had the same image.
Which Rita Repulsa?
Not the new one.
Are you sure?
The real one.
Yes, OG.
Lonigan actually spends his entire turn looking a little bit confused, like he's sort of lost for a second, and regains his orientation. By the end of his turn, he looks like he's back where he is again, and he looks angry.
Oh shit.
The guards now continue to attack Lord Erlin. One of them hits. Just so everybody knows, I rolled 2 critical fails there. 3 critical fails there.
Jeez Louise.
But Erlin still manages to take 5 damage. Wow. Jess, your turn.
Okay, so that thing is still whipping its hair back and forth.
Yeah.
Kill Lonigan. Please kill Lonigan. Don't worry about the other thing. We have to kill Lonigan.
Alright, so now that he's... Alright, so I'm gonna try and shoot him from where I am.
Lonigan?
Yeah.
Alright.
15.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Alright, Leon?
Okay, I ride my horse. And can I get over to him?
Yeah.
And I use my whip to hog tie him. I would argue that the closest thing to a real-world application of this would be a rodeo, and this should be an athletics check for me to do this.
Well, you're still gonna have to attack with the whip.
That's fair. What? All right. I will roll my thing. 20.
Okay. Modified 20 would be a hit with the whip.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna have to say that in order to hogtie him, you're going to have to check against his strength.
Okay, so this is a strength check?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I accept that.
Oh my god.
You crit failed.
Johnny botched. Johnny botched.
Again?
And I crit!
Oh my
And
god.
Johnny botched and I crit. That means I tie him up so good, Johnny. He is completely immobilized now.
I mean, crit versus botch, like, I think this is over. I think you just choke him to death.
He's got to be tied up.
Yeah, he's tied up.
Okay. All right, he's immobile. So, guys, that means he's prone, which means he gets disadvantage on attacks. So, murder this guy. And Ronaldo sort of strikes a pose and, like, tips his hat to him.
7! I've rolled 7 critical fails so far. 7!
It's a damn good idea.
Ronaldo, give your inspiring speech now. If we all 9 of us gang up on him, this is fucking over. Be a hero.
They're nowhere near me. I was going to try to get the guards on my side when they get over here.
Scream. This is it.
Yeah, you gotta scream. This is it, man. This is like the showdown.
I'm out of stuff. It's like a performance check.
Talking is free action. Try to be inspiring. This is a role-playing podcast.
How do I
Be roleplay like God.
Can I Johnny, can they hear me from over there or are they otherwise engaged?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there's, Junkie XL is just hanging around playing a really loud guitar solo or something with like flame shooting out. They can hear you. It's, this is how many people? This is like 9 people, 10 people brawling in a field.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Bear in mind, I'm on a horse right now. So I look epic as fuck. Alright, so I just want that to be clear. And I say, this day is called the Day of Gorfanax. He that outlives this day and comes safe home will stand a tiptoe when this day is named, and rouse him at the name of Gorfanax. He that shall come home and see old age will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbors and say, tomorrow is the day of Gorfanax. Then will he strip his sleeve and show his scars and
Erlin
say,
yells, I thought you said today was the day of Gorfanax.
You shut up! And say, these wounds I had on the day of Gorfanax. Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot, but he'll remember with advantages what feats he did that day. Then shall our names familiar in his mouth as household words. Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered.
We get it. You read Henry V. We get it.
This story shall the good man teach his son, and the day of Gorfanax shall ne'er go by from this day to the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers.
Did you already have that memorized?
Oh
or
god,
did you have to...
I've known that for years. There's more, but I feel like I should roll for performance now and get them on my side.
For he today who sheds his blood with me shall
yeah,
be my brother, be he ne'er so vile.
Oh yeah, but I'm done now. All right, done. Let's do it.
Is Shakespeare nerdier than D&D, or is it just like a wash?
Let's see if we got any classy people as the guards, or if they're uncultured swine. It's 13.
Inspiration. I argue for inspiration.
Everybody's kind of like, that's pretty good.
I argue for inspiration too.
If that wasn't inspired, nothing is.
I don't know.
Come on, this will be great. Then in the canon of this world, Ronaldo is the real Shakespeare author.
Okay. The 3 of you are inspired. Nobody else is too impressed.
Oh.
No, inspiration means he rolls again.
That's not what he means, Johnny. He...
All right. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right, good. Watch me botch. 19!
Nice!
19!
So what were you're attempting to do here? You're attempting to carouse the enemy soldiers?
I am attempting to rouse the troops to save the world, because if they don't,
we're
do
all
that,
gonna
we're
die.
all gonna die. Right. I feel like that
and they
should
can
be
clearly
clear.
see the whipping meat whip.
Yeah, but I think some of them think that it's maybe with you guys.
Well, we're fighting it. It's
We're
killing
literally
us. That's-
fighting everything.
I didn't say they were bright.
Intelligence is their dump stat.
Okay, so one of them stops what he's doing and kind of puts a hand on the other one, on another one. Two of them are still interested in fucking Erlen up.
Okay. I sort of motioned for them to come fight with us, and I guess that's my turn.
Okay, Jess,
Yo.
that's a miss, isn't it? That's not a hit on you.
My AC is 12.
Oh, okay, that's a hit then.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Just be glad I didn't try a British accent, guys.
Rogue fucking armor class is fucking shit, because you're not supposed to get hit.
8 botches.
Johnny botched the
Shit,
damage.
dude.
I mean, he's saying that, but a bunch of them have been on D8s and D10s and stuff, which is a much higher chance.
I know,
Yeah, I
but
guess.
still.
Still.
All right.
Alright, so how much damage do I take?
You take 5 damage. The cord comes like whipping down out of the sky and slams into the side of your face,
Ow.
leaving a really unpleasant kind of slime mark, and it does 5 damage to you.
Okay, I am at 23.
Austin, it's your turn.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up. He is lying down there and tied up. Destroy him with everything. Just run up to him and turn him into mush.
Johnny, if I ride the moose over to him, I have it like rear up like a fucking warhorse and slam down.
First of all,
its
you cannot get to him in one ride of the moose. Moose can only move 50 feet. You were out of range from him beforehand. You can get within about 20 feet of him.
Okay, if I were to get to him while he's still on the ground and I reared up like a majestic horse and slammed 2,000 pounds of moose hoof onto his head, do you think that would be like under chunky salsa rule?
No.
What the fuck is Chunky Salsa rule?
I think he means like that would be like more than his maximum HP is what.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
It's if something would logically reduce someone to chunky salsa, then numbers don't matter.
You're assuming that he's a normal person.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm asking, even with all his power, if he would be reduced to a fine Mexican side dish.
I don't think so.
Austin, just kill this dude, please.
Sacred Flame, save against 15 dex.
Okay. And it's disadvantage because he's
Yeah, especially on the dex.
All right, so it would be 9.
He takes 8 damage.
Erlen now. Beginning of the next round. So he notices that 2 of the guards have stopped attacking him, and kind of like speaks to them in low tones that you guys can't hear. Firo, who's still kind of like on her way towards him, doesn't hear it either. And the other 2 guards stop fighting as well. He then takes the opportunity, cast a spell. No, that's too much damage.
When a DM says that, that's very, 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 very alarming.
No, it's just the radius on it is too big. Or actually, you know what? Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, a lot of numbers just happened, everyone.
All right. So 3 of the guards who were attacking Erlen don't drop their weapons, but completely stop fighting him, and then turn and begin to look like they're focused on Lonigan.
Oh, thank God.
I feel like I saved us all with the power of Shakespeare, everyone.
Firo still attacks
Oh, shit.
Erlen and hits and does 13 damage to Erlen.
He must be pretty fucked up right now.
So, Lonigan's hogtied. He's going to make a strength check to try and snap out of the hogtie here.
Okay. Does that mean I roll against his strength, or does that mean it's all you? I mean, I didn't just leave the whip. I'm holding on to it.
Okay, so you're holding on to him?
Yeah, no, I'm holding on to the whip.
Okay, then you can, then it's going to be a strength contest then.
Oh, shit! It's not even possible for me to beat that. Even if I crit. So it doesn't matter. Johnny rolled a 20 plus 4. And
he snaps your whip.
Oh, no. That had sentimental value.
Straight up just like muscles his way into your whip becoming like 4 pieces.
Oh no, not Whippy.
Yeah.
Wait, that was his name? Really?
Ronaldo's not creative.
His back. There's some backstory with the whip. His hat and his whip were. You know what? I'll talk about that in the after show. Let's just keep going.
Okay. The three guards who had turned from Erlen now move into range of Lonigan and begin to attack him.
Stab party.
Stab party.
2 of them are hits.
Cool.
I think the guards just did more damage than we've done in the entire fight.
Oh, Jesus.
The two guards that struck Lonigan basically run up on either side of him and manage to put 2 swords cleanly through in perpendicular directions. Lonigan gurgles, mouth still kind of flapping in and out, but you begin to see like just about any orifice on his body that's visible, meaning the arrow, his eyes, his nose, his mouth, his ears become flushed with this thick black goo that begins to ooze out.
Wonderful.
When the swords come out from Lonigan, he drops to his knees and pitches over face first into the grass.
Are we declaring combat ended?
Nope.
Oh, God.
The final guard attacks Erlen still. So that's a hit on Erlen, and Erlen takes 8 damage. It is now Jess's turn.
I'm shooting him.
Shooting who?
Lonigan. Or is he, like, dead? Or is he, like...
He's lying down face first in the grass.
Just check. You have movement. Movement is okay. So just, walk up to him since you're already pretty close and check to see if he's alive. Like, kick him a little.
Yeah, and die? No thanks.
Examine him.
Put a bolt in his brainstem. Gangster style.
That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna put a bolt in his brainstem, and then if he's still moving after that, obviously we're terrible as a party.
You're gonna run up to him and called shot in the back of the head?
Yeah.
All right. I can't remember. Are there any called shot rules in 5th edition, Austin?
No.
All right. He is prone, so you get advantage.
Oh, okay.
You might as well try for the crit.
But that first one's a hit anyways, so...
What happens?
Well, is she gonna roll damage?
11?
Oh.
All right. The bolt enters cleanly. It makes a hole kind of like much larger than a normal crossbow bolt does, and then you kind of begin to see that its entry wound, the edges of the wound are kind of eroding, almost like it's sort of melting pretty slowly, and there's a really unpleasant smell all of a sudden.
He's not moving though, right?
No, he does not respond.
Oh, good. I look at the others and I'm like, he's definitely dead, you guys.
All right, you want to make a persuasion or something to try to tell everybody to focus on is the whip still around?
Yep, the cord is still present.
Let's refocus. Or we can just say it. Just say, like, everybody get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cord thing, go do that now. He's dead, go over there. And I point at the whip thing.
The 2 guards that put Lonigan down and the third guard that was fighting focused their attention on the cord. You've got to make a persuasion check on Firo and the last guard. So
okay. Nope.
It's a crit fail.
Crit fail!
They look disinterested. Leon, your turn.
First I loot Lonigan. That's first thing I do. How much of my turn does that take up?
You're on a horse, you dummy.
I don't, but I want it. Fine, you know what? Forget it. Rinaldo races over to the whip, or the cord, and I killed it. Or I try to kill it.
All right, make an attack roll.
I shall. Do I get advantage because I have the high ground? I genuinely don't know.
You do not have the high ground.
Oh, okay. Oh, because it's so big. Right, okay.
It's not that it's, like, super big, it's that it's capable of, like... It's prehensile, so it as you race up to it, it can kind of coil up and equalize. This thing is fast.
Okay, fair enough. I probably look pretty badass doing it anyway, so I'm staying on the horse.
All right.
21.
All right, that's a hit.
And I get 11.
Your sword comes away with another chip in it.
Damn! I stop swinging and I say, guys, I think we can only kill it with the Fang of Gorfanax. Like, even unattached, it's still Gorfanax.
If it's resistant, try your dank dagger. It's magic, so it might not be the right kind of magic, but you might as well try it.
It's not the worst idea. I do get 2 more swings, so I haven't used them in a while. What is my thing for the dank daggers?
You're killing me. You're actively killing me. It's D20 plus strength plus proficiency plus 1.
My plus 1. So it should be a
you add an extra 1 to the roll.
Okay, that's cool. 16.
That's a miss.
Okay, 1 more swing. 11.
That's a miss.
Guys, I only have human power weapons. I can't. Sorry.
Well, we still don't know if the dank daggers will hurt it if you connect, so we should probably still try that.
Is Leon the strongest one out of like everyone here, or the guards are?
I don't know if we can just tell that by looking. We could if it were your turn, you could make a perception check.
I guess.
But Ronaldo's strength is 16, which is, really good, but it's not like superhuman good.
Leon.
Yo.
Save against strength roll, disadvantage.
Okay. I have +3 to strength, but I have to do it twice. So I have to get above 7 both times. If I'm thinking this right. 19, so that's 1 that's good. 8, yes, both times.
Ooh. All right. As you strike at the cord, the moist end darts towards you. Mm-hmm. You manage to kind of parry it off with the weapons in your hands, but it doesn't look like it's so much trying to strike you as just get at you. It presses against the weapons that you're holding it off with, and then after a second of attempting to get through, snakes back into the air.
It's trying to take you over like it took over Lonigan. I would get away from it and figure out the Firo situation.
Yeah, we might as well get the rest of them on our side. Ronaldo's out of fighting ideas, and that's pretty much all he does, and make big speeches.
Austin.
Sacred Flame on the tentacle. Save Dex 15.
Dex 15.
I'm retconning that Ronaldo said no one can kill Ronaldo when he fought it off. So, that is what he said.
All right, it's a fail.
8 damage.
All right, 8 damage. It gets a little singed, and it sort of smells like barbecue out.
Ew.
So it definitely did something, unlike his swords.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
All right. Erlin casts a spell.
Sorry, Johnny, we were giving you a hard time earlier, but we know you have 8 different guys to keep
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
and they're all kind of spread out in front of me right now.
I know.
So
I know. We're just razzing you. We know you got a lot to do.
Okay, so Erlin casts a spell, and holds his hands out in the air. Immediately, you see the coil kind of freeze in the air. It looks as though it's trying to struggle, like you see it kind of shudder, but it's not moving. Mm-hmm. Erlin yells, "I can only hold it for a little while."
If we kill it, will this end it? If we stab it, or do we need to do something special?
He very frustratedly yells at you, "For the last time, I don't fucking know."
Joe, when it's I guess we can't since it's not Alana's turn. But when it's Alana's turn, I say she just bifurcates it.
Oh, don't worry, I already planned on doing that, so it's not
just rip this shit up. Okay, thanks, Erlin.
Firo goes to attack Erlin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, if she kills him, he'll let go of it. God damn it.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. I guess the spell would stop.
And hits, and does 6 damage.
Based on Firo having a +8 to her attack bonus, I'm betting she's pretty boss. So that's rough.
Okay. The last guard, or the guard with Firo, also attacks Erlin.
Okay.
Also hits. Does 8 damage. Ooh, Erlin does not look well, you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna go try to save him on my turn. And you guys just deal with the thing.
The remaining 3 guards move to attack the cord. One of them hits. He gets a chip in his sword.
All right.
Jess, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Waste it.
hack this thing to bits with this dagger.
All right.
You get sneak attack because it's engaged with combat with other people within 5 feet, so you get advantage and your sneak attack damage.
Okay, cool. So it's plus 20.
That's a hit.
So 20 damage.
All right. So the cord, the knife cuts cleanly through the cord once again, like pretty easily, just like right through butter. You know, it feels almost as if it was made to do something like this, or as if there was some strange plot contrivance. However, you do notice that the second time you use it, the fang crunches a little bit.
Okay.
And as it comes out the other end, you can kind of see that there are cracks in the fang. Nothing too big, you know, but you can tell that the construction of the weapon is degrading slightly, because the cracks that are appearing in the fang, you can see that fluid that keeps kind of like oozing out the handle that's jammed into the root. You can see it kind of seeping to the surface of the fang.
Okay, gotcha.
The part of the cord that you cleave just remains in the air as Erlen does his thing.
But, like, the piece that I broke off, is it moving, or is it, like, just not moving?
The whole cord is still. It's not moving. It's held in the air.
But it was struggling before.
Yeah, but it was...
You can see a difference in the behavior between the cord that's attached to the stone and the piece that you cut off. It looks as though it's inanimate.
Okay.
All right, Leon, your turn.
I get on top of. I'm staying on the horse, which I've decided his name is Buttercup, and I race over and I attack the guard, not Furo.
Okay.
Oh, uh-oh.
Right. Do I? But since I do definitely have height advantage here, do I get advantage on my roll?
No.
No? Oh, all right.
Being mounted does not automatically give you advantage always.
Okay. All right. I was just asking. I'm just asking because I don't know all the rules. It seemed like it might be a thing. All right. That's not good.
No, that's a miss.
Yeah. That's also not good.
That's a miss.
Jeez, dude. God, you suck at this.
All 3 times. Oh my. Well,
Those are misses, Leon.
Oh yeah, I know.
Unbelievable.
I know. It's worth a shot. At least maybe I'll draw their fire and Erlen will live. Oh no, wait. Hold on. Before I finish here, talking is a free action. Rinaldo says, "That was just a warning shot."
Good roleplay.
All right.
Try to segue it.
And oh no, I want to roll for deception. I want them to really believe that. I want him to really think that.
All right, roll deception.
Okay. All right. Might as well. I mean, I botched everything else. It's a 12. It's not very good.
Neither one of them believes you.
That's
In fact,
fine.
they think less of you now for having tried that.
Oh my god.
So, for the cord's turn, it is restrained by Erlen's spell.
Cool.
Austin, it's your turn.
This is butts. Save against 15 dex. I guess with disadvantage because it's held.
Sure. It fails.
14 damage.
The smell of barbecue persists.
You may not be actually hurting it. It might just be like slow roasting it a little.
Good.
But we don't know.
All right. So that's the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Erlen attempts to... All right, so Erlen manages to restrain it.
Cool.
Firo attacks Erlen.
Oh, I was really hoping she'd go after me. I mean, she hates me. There are complicated backstory reasons why she hates me that have yet to be revealed.
And she strikes him.
Oh, that dude is dead.
All right, Erlen does not look well at all. And the last guard goes to attack him.
Oh, he must just have great disdain for me.
And misses.
Oh, good. All right, at least there's that.
The other guards spend their time wailing away at the cord, still held in midair. obviously kind of confused in their eyes as to why their weapons aren't damaging it, but at the same time, they can't seem to be able to stop themselves.
They're really into it.
Jess, your turn.
Okay.
Wait, are you saying they look mildly possessed?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's
You can tell that they're not super into it. There's still the heat of the moment, but there's a lot of fear in their eyes and a lot of confusion, but there's a compulsive behavior to what they're doing. They seem to be unable to stop, even though they look discouraged, confused, and really quite afraid of what's going on. They're moving like clockwork.
It's entirely possible it's just that hot-blooded Akamorian stuff, That's how we are. So,
That's racist.
Sorry. It's okay to say about other Akamorians if you are Akamorian. Okay.
Allana?
So,
Yeah.
Johnny, I'm gonna sever it at the stone.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I mean,
Jess. I don't think you need to roll again. All right.
Advantage. I might have gotten 2 natural 20s. You don't know.
Roll for damage.
Okay, so 20 damage.
All right. Once again, the fang cleaves cleanly through the cord, and makes yet another crunch as it does. And coming out the other side, it looks even worse than the second time that you struck it. There are cracks beginning to appear in the tooth, and the handle of the fang is a little flimsy. It feels like there's kind of like a wobble. You know that feeling you get when you were a kid, and you're like, I think that's a loose tooth, and you kind of poke at it
Yeah.
with your tongue, and it just shakes just a little bit, and you're like, I can't pull that now. That would be bad, but you just can't keep poking it with your tongue.
Yeah.
Are y'all doing that now? Y'all poking a tooth with a tongue? Come on, do it with me.
The Fang of Gorfanax is Gorfanax, so you're killing it, so the Fang of Gorfanax is dying, I think.
That's plausible. Okay.
I would like to say that Rinaldo does not think that, because he doesn't get it, but that's what I think.
Okay. As you cleave cleanly through the cord does seem to stop resisting the telekinesis entirely, and just kind of sits still in the air as if held.
Okay. But I cut it at the stone, right? So it's gone.
Yeah,
from
right
the stone?
right at the stone. Right
Okay.
at the stone. Okay, so it would be Leon's turn now.
I guess it is. I have a question. This is a big horse. Can I move it between Erlen and his 2 attackers in a way that might protect him from a strike? Is what I'm trying to say, or is that not a thing?
Not without provoking an attack of opportunity.
No, it's called. So they would be against each other, in adjacent areas. So you would need to make a shove action.
Yeah, you need to push something out of the way.
Oh, well, no. All right, never mind. Okay, well, I guess Rinaldo is just going to... No, hold on. I have to convince them to stop doing this. I say, look, Rinaldo says, look, we have to stop this right now. Look, we have, you're trying to take over Stoneroot. Guess what? It's not even there anymore. What are you fighting for?
Rinaldo,
what?
turn yourself into Firo and she'll stop.
Absolutely not. They're not even going after me. They're going after him.
Well, they're going to go after you. I just feel
Right.
like that's a good way to diffuse the situation.
Well, Rinaldo doesn't think to do that. Rinaldo says, and I mean, I don't know if you can do this since it's not your turn, Johnny, but can they talk back? Can we have a conversation here between Rinaldo and Firo?
I'm not sure how dialogue during combat.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
All right.
Rinaldo tries to convince Firo to stop because he says, why are you even doing this? There's no more point.
Firo says, I have to go back home with something, and if it's you, I'm taking you.
We have to kill Gorfanax right now, or there's not going to be any home to come home to at all.
She says, I don't care about Gorfanax.
You should. He's going to eat you. He's going to eat you so hard.
Then I'll worry about that later. Right now, I left Akamoros with one thing on my mind, and that thing may be at risk, and now I've found you, so I'll take you instead.
Out of character, Leon, surrender with the hope of them breaking out. Like, it's a fake out.
No. I'm sorry. Rinaldo just wouldn't do that. I'm sorry. It does sound like a good idea, but
That's why I won't do it.
It really does, but I just don't believe he would ever be willing to do that. So no, I'm sorry. He attacks the guard. No, actually, no. Fuck it. I'm attacking Firo, because Ronaldo's pissed now.
Okay. Attack Firo.
I could use some help over here, by the way. While you're hacking at a thing that's barely alive anymore.
Well, I don't know if I've actually killed Gorfanax, so...
I highly doubt you've killed it. You may have stopped what it's trying to do in this graveyard.
Yeah, I just mean like Anne on the moose over here would be helpful. 19!
That's a miss.
Damn! That is bad. 20! Crit! I crit!
Alright, crit's a hit.
Alright.
Your first one does 15 damage.
Cool. 14, that's a miss.
That's a miss.
I say, you're gonna want to get back now. I'm on a horse, and you're not.
Okay, next would be the cord, but Erlin's still kind of like holding it, so nothing happens. Austin, your turn.
Anne! Anne!
Anne prays.
No! Anne!
Anne prays to Avandra for guidance. She's very confused about the stuff Flanagan said and about the current situation. She says, "Dear Avandra, please, I just need some sign that Flanagan was lying and that you're still good, and I believe in you. I love you. Please help."
Austin?
That's me.
You are suddenly struck with a brilliant vision.
If you say next time on Dice Funk, I will kill you.
No, but we are running out of time here. But you are suddenly struck with a brilliant vision. You see a glowing orb of white light, just like the most perfect thing you've ever seen in your mind's eye, just hanging in the air. And from it, suddenly, a stream of white light rises out of it, nice and slowly. And instead of going straight upward, it goes upwards a little bit, and then it kind of coils a little bit. This bright coil of light, and it sort of spirals haphazardly off into the distance. And as it does, as far as you can see, the light begins to dim and goes black, and your vision is done.
That can't be her whole turn.
I've encountered some unhelpful things in my day, but wow, let me tell you.
Ronaldo is literally screaming for Anne to help.
I just don't fucking know what that means. Can I roll to decipher my vision?
Maybe it's a Warhol film and we just don't get it.
Or can I make a religion roll to decipher that religious?
It's not religion. I'll tell you what. Make an intelligence roll.
That's my favorite joke of the episode.
Oh my god.
2!
You get no hints, son.
Okay, Anne knows that the orb of Gorfanax is in Rinaldo's bag. She blasts it with Sacred Flame. It cannot resist, right? It doesn't have a dexterity. It's an orb in a bag.
No. All right. However, it is on Leon, so...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You have to make an attack roll against Leon.
Jesus Christ.
It's a save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sacred Flame ignores cover and just hits the thing because it's
Okay.
religious.
What am I saving against?
Leon, your bag lights on fire.
Oh, okay. Ow. It's not my turn, so I don't know what I can really do. I can't move yet. So I'll just say Rinaldo says, huh? And,
Like a Tim Allen?
yeah, because...
Oh my god, that was some Tim Allen shit, man.
I didn't mean to be like that. I just mean, like, Ronaldo... I know speaking is a free action, but Ronaldo can't do shit right now, so he'll have to react on his turn.
Okay. So that's the end of that round.
It sure is.
Erlin, looking very unhealthy, drops his hands and turns to the guard attacking him.
I feel like this is about to end badly for this guard.
He turns around, ooh, and does not connect with the guard. Goes after him, and it looked pretty nasty. His fist had a particular hue to it that was not there before, but doesn't connect, and breathes heavily, and looks like he doesn't have much left. Firo, sensing this, goes to attack him again.
Our boy's about to get Boromir'd.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's 21. That's got to be a hit.
Erlin very neatly takes a rapier point in the eye.
Oh, that sucks.
For a brief moment, it looks as though he's trying to maintain his footing, but he keels over into the grass. The thing that he was holding, the cord that he was holding, falls to the ground motionless. The guard turns his attention to Leon.
Let's do this. Shit!
Crits.
It's a crit.
Oh god, that sucks balls.
I mean, we totally outnumber them now, so it would be really great if everyone would come over here and help. Since Rinaldo is fighting, I guess, the real boss now.
Wait, how do you figure we outnumber 5 dudes?
What 5 dudes? There's a guard and
There's the
Firo.
3 other guards that were hitting the cord and chipping their swords.
Yeah, they're with us.
No, they ain't.
No, they're with Firo.
They're clearly on our side now.
You fucking fool. You can't believe that.
We have turned them. They yeah. That's what I feel.
Okay. So how do crits work? Is it like
Double the dice.
Double the dice.
just double the dice?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So Leon, you take 16 damage.
Okay. I still have a lot of HP left. Ronaldo's a tank, but that did hurt.
All right, Jess, it's your turn.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do.
Hang on a second. Sorry, my mistake.
Oh.
The 3 other guards who were previously had been hacking away at the cord that had dropped to the ground, or stop hacking at the cord, and then turn and face you guys.
Yeah, dog.
I fucking told you, you idiot.
It looks as though now they are less afraid and less confused and more resolute, but it takes them their turn to kind of like gain their feet, and they look angry at you guys.
Okay, that's nice. I don't really care at this point in time. My priority right now is to get the burning orb of Gorfanax and stab it with the fucking dagger.
Yeah, wait a minute. I have a question before we continue. The cord ain't moving, is it?
No, it's not moving anymore.
Oh, so we killed it.
No.
Our only enemies are the Akamorians. Let's get on the
the only enemy. No, I gotta stab the fucking orb that's on fire at your fucking belt, you idiot.
All right, if that's what you want to do.
That's the plan?
That's my plan.
All right.
I like my plan. My plan is to get on the horse and the moose and leave. I feel like we basically won.
You have, Leon, you've proved like multiple times you have no sense of what's happening.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Is there a way that I can stab the orb without stabbing Rinaldo?
Well,
if you say no, that's fine. That's not my problem.
Here's my argument. Do it either way. Just do it, and let's see what happens.
All right, sure. All right, so I'm gonna...
That's it?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab I'm gonna stab it.
All right, it looks like she's gonna stab you, Leon.
Can she get to me? I'm pretty far away. You know.
I was right next to the cord, and Erlin has to be a certain foot away to get to telekinesis.
Okay,
So
I guess that
I'm
makes
just
sense.
saying that I'm probably
Fine.
within range.
Just stab me. God.
I mean, I was gonna sleight of hand it, but now it's on fire, so fuck that.
Yeah.
Also, I just like the image. It's a good image.
Of what? Me stabbing a flaming thing?
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers.
Okay,
Right,
so
go.
since he's engaged, do I get advantage?
On the orb? It's an orb.
Yeah, but she's effectively attacking Rinaldo.
That's why I'm asking, because he said that I was effectively attacking Leon.
Because the armor class is not just like, what you're wearing. It's also like your ability to maneuver. So like, sometimes a miss is you miss the character altogether. Other times is that it bounces off the armor. So it's still an attack on his character. It's like making a called shot against a hand or something like that. So yeah, attack Rinaldo.
Go ahead, Jess.
So I get advantage?
Yeah, we'll give you advantage because he's engaged.
Okay. So artificial 20 and 21.
And your AC, Leon?
I mean, it's 17. I don't have an
All
AC
right.
of 20.
Is Allana gonna kill Lonigan and Rinaldo in one episode?
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny.
The guards killed Lonigan. Allana killed the cord. Which
I mean, she shot him in the brainstem. I feel like that counts.
You shot a corpse.
And I disabled the cord, to be honest.
So, Allana, you plunge your dagger into the flaming bag at Leon's side, confident that you know that the orb is in there because it was the moist one beforehand.
Right.
As you do, you find it entirely impossible to pull the fang back out again.
Thanks. You're stuck on me. And I'm on fire.
In fact, the fang begins to suck inwards, and as you're holding on to it, it tries to pull you too.
I'm gonna fucking let go.
Let go.
You let go of the dagger, and it slowly sinks into Leon's bag.
Also into an inferno of holy light, let's be clear.
Not long afterwards, the bag begins to sag greatly, and Leon, you begin to feel this. That suddenly the weight at your side grows heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier.
I feel like this was a mistake.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay.
I don't know what else there is, but I don't want to get in trouble with these Akamorian people, so me stabbing you makes it look like I'm with them?
Oh my god. What can I go now, Johnny?
No, you can't.
Okay.
The pins on your bag begin to snap and
Okay.
bend and twist at the weight. And it seems for a second that you're going to fall off the horse until the bag breaks, the bottom of the bag breaks entirely, and the orb of Gorfanax, still meaty and moist, drops to the ground with a resounding thud, as though it weighed a couple 100 pounds. It hits the ground, and the moment it does, the ground begins to shake. Everybody begins to lose their footing. You guys have had a couple of shaky earths in your time. This escalates and gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you find that you're unable to continue the combat. Leon, your horse rears up and attempts to buck you.
Uh-huh.
And runs away. Are you going to try and hold on?
Yes.
Okay, make a strength check.
I feel like I did the worst thing.
If this turns out great, then you didn't. But if you did, then thanks for ruining the world. 19.
All right, Leon, you hold on to the horse as it goes tearing ass into the woods as far away as it can from this location. It's not very sturdy, but it's certainly running faster than you could, or indeed anybody else in the shaky ground could. In fact, it's not long before you lose sight of the clearing entirely. Everybody else there completely unable to move because of the shaking ground.
Even my moose?
Even your moose.
Oh, not Jane Jr.
Your moose is bound to you, so it's not running anywhere. Unless you tell it to. Are you gonna run?
What kind of checks do I need to make?
I'm asking, are you gonna run? Because the moose is sturdy. The moose is like holding its ground because it's got 4 feet.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna run, and as we run by, I'm gonna grab onto Allana and pull her up, and we're gonna go after Rinaldo.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So as you are riding towards Allana, you see 4 gravestones kind of collapse forward, and the ground behind them begin to purse upwards, like bulges. And at first you're worried that maybe the dead are coming back to life. I mean, Anne, this is something that you are completely and terribly worried about. Until the bulges get slightly more pronounced and the earth begins to fall off the side and reveals that the gravestones are actually fingernails. And a giant hand pushes its way out of the earth and in one fell grasp crushes all 4 guards and Firo.
At least there's that.
Da na 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 da 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 da.
I saved Rinaldo! Hooray!
Really? Is that what you did?
But at what cost?
Yeah, I feel like the world's about to end.
Listen. My objective was to get rid of all things Gorfanax, and obviously I failed, but I killed 2 of them, so you're welcome.
Okay, Johnny, please tell us what happens next.
As you guys ride off into the distance, the ground continues to shake, and the buzzing in your ears becomes more focused and more pronounced. As though it were like a sound that had been prolonged the whole time, like if somebody had stretched out a sound wave, right? It's almost as though as you're riding away, that like weird buzzing sound suddenly becomes closer and closer and closer to being a word. That word is I. And immediately after you recognize that all this time it's been saying I, it concludes with have risen.
Hey, it's Jesus!
And as you look behind you, a giant, dark, dripping, meaty figure, larger than anything you have ever seen, comes to full standing height, and a sudden boom in your ears coming from very far away. You hear it bellow, hungry.
I mean, look, most Cthulhu stories end with everyone dying, so I mean...
You literally summoned the thing we've been trying to not summon the whole game.
Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
We've been playing this campaign for 10 months.
Sorry, not sorry.
We're very on brand.
Johnny, all I can say is I'm running. Rinaldo and the horse are done. So just tell me what happens. I don't know what else to say except Rinaldo and Buttercup are done.
I'm picturing it like the end of It Follows, where like we're going and it's behind us, and then it just cuts to black. Like I don't know what happens next.
No. As you're riding, you see the head swivel in your direction.
Oh God.
And it takes one big step in your direction.
Okay.
And no matter where you're looking, you can see its eyes just like burning in your memory, in the back of your head. Not even as a memory, but almost as if it's looking at you from the inside as well as the out. Congratulations, guys. You have ended the world.
Why did you do that?
So question. Does this mean I'm fired?
You are not coming back next season.
Oh, nuts.
Oh my God. We were so close. We won the boss fight.
Technically speaking, Leon, no, you did not win the boss fight.
Okay, fine.
There were some very, very, very purposeful reasons behind Anne's prayer image.
Yeah, and I'm an idiot, probably, right?
So why don't we discuss that next week for the after episode?
That's the plan.
We can do that.
I just gotta say, Jess, you won't be joining us for season 2, but you were the MVP.
Oh my God! Like, what the hell happened?
Thanks for destroying the world, Jess.
You tore the party apart with your first character, and your second character got us all killed.
Well, that's probably why I'm not part of season 2 now.
I mean, you killed Lonigan and all the Akamorians. You literally, you were the only one who got killed that last fight.
Yeah, and I killed everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you should get like billions of experience points.
I mean, I went straight to 20. Come on now. I went straight to level 20 with all those people I just killed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to hear Johnny explain how the magic works next time, because I'd have no idea.
And I would really like to know how we could have, like, prevented this, if we could have prevented it at all.
Okay, all right. So in the first place, we had an earlier scene in the campaign where one of you was like, I wonder what happens if I put the orb and the dagger together, and then, like, alarming things happened.
Right, so I decided not to do it because that would be stupid.
No, I agree, but also someone told us, hey, cutting Gorfanax with Gorfanax is bad, and yet cutting the cord totally was good.
Yeah, that's what I think, like, Allana's theory was. Like, she's like, okay, it destroyed, it basically killed Lonigan, it killed the cord, like, now that it's a fleshy meatball.
I made very specific declarations about exactly what the fang and what the orb were.
I know.
That they were directional vessels.
Mm-hmm.
And putting them together would actually make it so that the directions were together and okay, got it now.
Okay, I just want to say one more thing before we go, because I know you have a hard stop in about 5 minutes, Johnny. Anne murdered a lot of innocent people.
Okay,
wait, let me finish. Anne murdered a lot of innocent people. Jane possibly did, but mostly tried to enslave and betray her party. Allana destroyed the world. Of the 4 characters, Rinaldo is the hero. The end.
No, because actually Jane had nothing against Anne. She just wanted to get rid of Rinaldo.
We'll discuss that next week, but it might be that Rinaldo's hands are the cleanest.
By far.
Well, I just murdered billions of people, so obviously I am not the cleanest.
Yeah.
That says more about, like, the tone of this campaign, that Rinaldo, minor murderer extraordinaire, is a good guy.
God, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, minor self-defender. You know, it's funny. Allana is the worst character. And no, listen.
What the shit, man?
No, listen. Gorfanax, he was just, like, made evil. He doesn't even know anything besides being evil. Allana understands the difference between good and evil, and she destroyed the world. I feel like morally, there's a difference there.
Well, here's the thing. She was more concerned about what would happen if we didn't do something. Like, I don't know, Firo killing all of us? So she did it as, like, a last resort. It's not like she was like, I'm gonna totally do this because of this reason. No, it was literally like, oh shit, what do I do? Okay, this. And then, like, it's not like she overtly did it in such a way of, ha, I'm totally gonna kill everything.
Fair enough. Okay.
So, are we gonna do next, for the final time, next time on Dice Funk?
No, first I'm gonna hand out experience.
Yay!
Okay. So for experience this episode, Austin, you get banana.
Yes!
Okay, Leon.
Yo.
You get an odd number of shoelaces. 7, to be specifically. 7 shoelaces.
7 shoelaces.
7 shoelaces.
Wow.
And Jess?
Yeah?
You get all the O negative blood in the world.
Nice!
Like, all of it. Just
nice.
To do with what you will.
I literally just put on my character sheet all the O negative blood in the world.
Right. Okay. So, everybody,
next time on Dice Funk,
treat yourself to 2 hours of post-mortem of Johnny just shaking his head and saying quietly to himself, why? God, why?
How did Rinaldo become the most altruistic character?
I think Lovecraft would be proud.
So, can I actually put mass murderer on my resume? Is that a thing now?
The massest of murderers.
As always, our theme song is A Fistful of Nickels, the overclocked remix arrangement of Shadow's theme from Final Fantasy VI. Executive producers for Dice Funk for the month of June 2016 are Joseph Timberlo, Ingmar Gremin, The Church of Gorfanax, Finch de Jong, Kirsten Haslinger, King Waza, James Bevan, Allison Ansell, Luke Powers, Michael Goodell, Wayne Witzke, Brent, Jason, Sarah Hanley, Neil, Melissa Booker, Keith Snyder, Esther, Cameron Abbas, Ariel Badger Release, Zenith Will Rule, Exley, Gary Sion, Dashon the Rage Monster, Carl, Harrison Andrew, Jade, Tarka, Jorit, Viger Arnston, Anna Stuhlfarer, Dylan, Giorgio Renna, Christopher Charlo, Cody Jackson, and August Rue. If you want to support the show, you could subscribe to us on YouTube, iTunes, or Podbean, as well as rating, reviewing, or commenting. If you want to help more directly, you can find me at patreon.com/Austin Yorsky. You can find Leon at patreon.com/RenegadeCut. And you can find Jess at patreon.com/RavenAllegria13. If you want to support Johnny, please, for the love of God, don't plunge the dagger into the orb. We found that out the hard way.